Can you imagine having the opportunities to be and do what you want to when you want to? I was a nail tech for 23 years. I loved it. But then I also had a calling that I needed to go in to teaching. So I did. I taught in the prison system for 15 years. It was an experience. I had 28 men in my first class, 28 men in my second class. But you know what? I never in my wildest dreams thought whenever I got my teaching career that I would be in a prison system teaching. That wasn't my ideal position. My ideal position, I just knew, was fourth grade math because I wanted to teach those kids. If they didn't learn math by fourth grade, they would hate it for the rest of their life. And guess what? God allowed me to teach in prison for 15 years. Took me into a little different journey. Then I came back, I taught in public ed 1. I know why God put me in the prison for 15 years, because that was where I needed to be. That was where I needed to share with those men my testimony, my journey. Everybody has a journey in life, and I want you to understand this, my friend. Everyone has a journey in life, and you have that journey because God gave you that journey, because He is using you to help other people. I love helping other people. But when my husband looked at me and told me, please do not re-sign your contract, I just want my wife back. You've got to realize that sometimes in your journeys that you're going in and you're doing things that you think are providing for your family, and you think that that's what you need to do. But it's taking you away from your family because you're doing what you need to do within your job. Whenever I couldn't find a sub for the people, or I couldn't find a sub for my classroom because we were short with subs, and I was missing those precious moments with my grandkids because my husband was going, but I wasn't able to go. He just said, enough's enough, come home. He said, I don't care if you do anything. I just want you back. But more importantly, I couldn't just do anything. We have 10 beautiful grandkids. I wanted to help provide. I wanted to do. But you never know what you don't know. Whenever I walked away from that teaching career, something else happened. And I just thank God that I had the opportunity to have a business already going, that I was building, that I could work remotely from anywhere. Because whenever I ended up at the Mayo Clinic for 3 months, I still had my business. When I ended up in a hospital for 36 days, I still had my business. And whenever I get to do what I need to do right now, I still have my business. I don't have to worry about a schedule because I can work remotely from anywhere 2 hours a day. I can get my time back with my family and don't have to worry about it. I post and I do. And I post and I do. And I post and I do. You learn a skill, you learn how to post, you learn how to do the automation system, and you learn how you can get $1,400 a day, $900 a day, $600 a day, $300 a day, $100 a day, or multiples of those, just because you learned a skill that you built your own personal business that you can work remotely from anywhere. Friends, this is what people live for. To have a business completely done for you that all you have to do is plug and play your personal information into it, and you get to have the ability to share that business with the world. That business has taught me how I can have my own community on the school platform, how I still get to teach and help other people learn how they can work remotely from anywhere, but I get to go with my husband and do. He was invited to come to a luncheon, a past presidential luncheon for the West Texas County Judges and Commissioners, because in 2011, 2012, he was the president of that committee. And whenever they asked him to come, we went. My business was on automation, so I wasn't having to work. And I could go and enjoy being with the people that I haven't seen in a couple of years, that we got to get back with and go enjoy and do. And then we just got to enjoy our day. We drove to his brother's gravesite. We drove to my grandparents' gravesite. We just took a little tour around Texas and then came home because we could. And I just wish this for each and every one of you out there, that you could go out and you can do what you need to do and do what you want to do. So if you're ready to get your time back, if you're ready to understand, you don't have to worry about missing those special moments with your precious family ever again. Within comment details, I want to get you over the same details that's changed everything for me. But more importantly, it's taught me how to build a business and how to help other people build a business. I now have an ecosystem that I can't even tell you how many income streams that I have. I know I have 10 with my passive income business. I have multiple streams of residual income coming in, but 10 plus income streams, and I can name over 5 right now, more than that. So I just encourage you, this business doesn't teach you how to buy a business, to promote a business. This business teaches you how to buy and invest into you, how to understand how you don't have to go to college and get another job, how you can have your own personal business and just learn this skill and implement it. Learn a skill and implement it. Learn a skill and implement it. Friends, that is how easy this business is. And you're missing it because you think it's, number one, I'm too old. Number two, I cannot do this. There's no way I could get in on a camera and do this in front of anybody else. But do you want to be tied to a job the rest of your life? Do you want to be in retirement and think, well, this is bad. I don't even have enough money to eat on, pay my bills, or pay any. I worked all my life and I still am having to go to work. Friends, there's other options out there. You know, whenever we went to this convention, one of the things was all of the data centers that are coming up. There was one man that said that his friend had a 5,000 acre property. Google come in and asked that man for his property to put a data center on because, number one, of the property, number two, of the resources of the property. Technology's here. Things are happening. And just get the facts. Get the details. Understand how you can work remotely from anywhere a couple of hours a day. Get your time back and learn how you can help other people working remotely from anywhere as well. It is a live stream, and I just encourage you, get the details, because you deserve to be able to work remotely from anywhere, just like we are, and having days that you can't even imagine, like we are. Have a blessed one, my friend. I'll see you on the next one.